and today we're going to move towards eagle pose, as you already know, through a little root to rise flow. So we are going to use 2 blocks in case you have them. If you don't, that's totally fine. You can still take this class completely fine, don't worry. But anyway, let's start on the mat. And if you want to take a look in here, we are going to lay down on the top of our blocks, and what we want to do is position the blocks on the midway height, and one of the blocks is going to be for the back of our heads, and the other one is going to be positioned right in between our scapulas. Okay, so as you lay down, just position the blocks in here and really take a little moment to find yourself in that sweet spot. You know, if you notice that, you know, the lower block, the second block, it's more towards your low back or your mid-spine than up higher into your scapula in the space, you know, like right in the middle of your back. Find a way to move your block up that way. You're gonna really feel a good sensation on your chest, on your shoulders as you move the block up higher. And once you get there, we're gonna face both of our palms up and start taking some deep breaths in here. If you don't have your blocks, that's exactly what you're doing. You know, laying down on your back with your palms facing up. Just connecting with the breath. Root to rise. What does that even mean? That's a pretty cool concept that I really love to think about, because as we know, yoga is way more than, you know, just the physical postures that we do on our mats. Not at all diminishing them, because they are for sure very important, and they have the power to really unblock our life in many, many ways. But when we talk about root to rise, we can definitely think about concepts, you know, on the mat, where what are the parts of our body that are rooted, and in that way allowing more space for us to grow, to be more open and expansive in other areas of the body. For example, right here, right now, we can really feel our feet, our legs, our bum, really connected to the floor, you know, our forearms, the top of the hands. And then we're rising and really opening more space through the shoulders, through the chest, through the collarbones. Really amplifying our breathing capacity at this moment. And then another way to apply this concept of root to rise is out of the mat. What are the things that we do in life that makes us feel really, really rooted? You know, really connected? What are the things that makes us feel grounded in commitment, in purpose? And by having those commitments, those purposes in life, you know, how further are we reaching towards the things we want to achieve? So take just 2 more big breaths in here before we rise and start moving. Be really present with your breath, your thoughts, just allowing them to be. And then if you do know what's your best way to get out of this pose, in case you already have done it before, please go ahead for it. Go ahead and do it. Otherwise, if you're new to this pose, the best way that I feel that really helps me to get out of here in a safe way, it's by holding the outer sides of my mat with both of my hands, and really pressing my elbows and my forearm into the mat. And then I'm going to tuck the chin into my chest, and then start slowly, slowly coming all the way up into a seat. Nice. Once you get here, you can remove your blocks out of the way. We might use it later in practice. And then we're going to find ourselves in all fours, tabletop position. Once you get here, really take the time to, you know, roll around the wrists. So start finding circles to one side. Make sure that your fingers are spreaded, that your wrist creases are really pointing forward, like in alignment with the front side of your mat. Keep connecting movement with breath. And then next time you meet center, take a pause and let's go all to the other way. Feel your roots in here, on your hands, on your knees, your calf. Not your calf. Your chins, the top of your feet. And the next time you find center, you please pause in there. We're gonna take the right leg all the way back behind us. Tuck the toes, really engage your core in here by really pressing the floor away from you. Take a big breath in. And next time when you exhale, we're gonna bring the right knee right into the chest. Take one more big inhalation here. And when we exhale, we're gonna cross the right leg on top of the left. Spread your fingers apart, spread your toes and your feet apart, away from each other. And then we're gonna gently start finding a seat way back behind us. Lower down your heel towards your feet. You can let your head rest in here. Maybe you come up on fingertips. Take one more big breath. And then the next time you inhale, you come all the way forward. Tuck your back toes, your left toes back behind you, and then we're gonna shoot the right leg all the way up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and then open your hip. And then lower down your right leg. Come all the way down onto your knees, all fours once again. Let's do the other side. So left leg comes long behind you, tuck the toes. Big inhalation here, push the floor away from you. When you exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Take a pause in here, really feel that compression, that really sensation of rooting all inside of you. And then exhale, we're gonna cross the left leg on top of right. Spread the feet apart and then start finding a seat in between your legs. Come up on fingertips, lower down your head. What are the things you do in life that makes you feel grounded, that makes you feel rooted, with purpose, with commitment? And remember always that that's what's going to allow you to grow taller in life. Inhale, move your way forward. Tuck your right toes back behind you. And then we're going to shoot the left leg this time all the way up. Three-legged dog, Ekapada, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then bend the knee, open your hip. Re-extend the leg and come all the way down with the feet. Come down onto your knees. Take one big inhalation here. Look forward. Let your tailbone point up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest. Tailbone points down. Just one more time. Inhale. Feel your belly rooting towards the ground, towards the floor. And exhale, feel your back rooting towards the ceiling. In the next inhalation, find tabletop position. Exhale, shoot your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take one big breath in here. Exhale, start crawling both of your hands to the back of the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Feel all the four corners of your feet grounding down onto your mat. One more big inhalation. And then the next time we exhale, we're gonna cross our right foot behind the left. And then send both of our hands towards the left side. Really allow yourself to bend your knees a lot in here. Let your head hang very heavy. Keep pressing your left whole foot into the ground. Your right foot does not need to be completely on the floor. And then with your next inhalation, crawl your hands back to center. Bring your right foot parallel with the left. Take a big breath in, find a halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. One breath in. And exhale, cross your left foot behind the right. Bring both of your hands to the right side. Remember, really root down through your right foot this time. And feel the space and all the opening that you're creating on your left side body in here. And then gently walk your hands back to center. Make your feet parallel and cross the legs. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, and then start crawling your hands to the top of the mat as you find yourself in a downward facing dog. Take one big inhalation. Feel your roots in here. Rise through the hips. And the next time you inhale, send your right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna step in between the hands and come all the way up with both of the arms, both of the hands. Ground down your back heel and let your back foot really point to the back side of your mat. As we bend the back knees and come all the way down towards Skandasana on the back of the mat. Let your right hand hold on the outer side of your calf. Your left hand comes all the way up to the sky and find a gentle twist. The next time you inhale, your right foot plants. Pivot your back toes forward. Find warrior two. One big inhalation here. And then exhale, make your feet parallel. Give yourself a big hug with the right arm on top. You can either stay here or then connect the palms and send the elbows all the way up to the sky. Eagle arms. Inhale, gain space in here, gain length as you root down through the feet. And exhale, bend the knees a lot, lengthen the spine, really strong core, and start coming all the way down as you fold in between your legs with your eagle arms. One big breath in. And one big breath out. Bend your knees a lot, really engage your whole leg, your core muscles, and then start coming with a very long spine all the way up with your torso. Bring the elbows up in front of your face, and then release your arms. Pivot your right toes to the front of the mat, warrior two. And then exhale, cartwheel both of your hands, plant both of your hands down, step back, plank pose, Palakasana. One big inhalation here. When we exhale, we lower all the way down, either on your knees or not. Low push-up, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep the elbows connected towards your body. Point your toes. Inhale, push yourself all the way up for upward facing dog. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Big breaths in here. Really gather the energy that exists within every breath that you take in and out of your body. Next inhalation, send your left leg all the way up to the sky for a three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, and then step in between your hands. Come all the way up with both of your hands, and then we're going to switch to the back of the mat. Pivot your right foot to the back of the mat. Bend your knees, come all the way down for Skandasana. Make sure that your front toes are really flexed and pointing up and forward towards the sky. And then hold your right calf, outer calf with your left hand, right hand up. Big breath. And then exhale, come all the way forward to the back, to the front of the mat, find your warrior two. So make sure that you're pivoting your back toes forward. Your front toes are also pointing forward. Big inhalation here. And exhale, make your feet parallel, and this time give yourself a hug, but with your left arm on top. Either stay here or connect the palms for eagle arms. Inhale, gain length. Exhale, forward fold as you get really heavy through your low body. Bend your knees a lot in here. Shift your weight towards your toes. And with the next inhalation, we're going to start coming all the way up. Elbows in front of your face, and then release your arms. Send your front toes to the front of your mat. Bend your front knee, warrior two. Big breath in here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back, plank pose. One big inhalation, push the floor away from you. And exhale, come all the way down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, find your upward facing dog. And exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, spike your heels, bend your knees a lot, and look in between your hands. When we exhale, we walk or hop in between, front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold once again. And with very strong legs and feet rooted all the way down as you rise through your arms. Hands up and overhead, palms connect. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart. We did a little bit of the legs in the beginning. We did a little bit of the arms. And now we're going to connect both in the full eagle pose. So get ready for it. Mentally prepare yourself to get there. Maybe take a moment in here to once again maybe ask yourself, what are the things that I do in life that makes me feel really grounded, really well rooted? And where all that rootedness takes me. How have I witnessed myself to grow, to evolve through being really well rooted in my commitment, in my purpose. And if you have your eyes closed, you can gently please open them. And then release both of your arms down. And then send your right leg into the chest as you cross the right leg on the top of the left. Really allow yourself to bend your knees and then really squeeze one knee in towards the other. Make both of your feet very strong in here. Open your arms, open your eagle wings. And then we're gonna give ourselves a big hug with the left arm on top. Once again, either stay here or connect the palms. Finding your eagle arms. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, gain length. Exhale, maybe touch the elbow into the knee. Switch your gaze all the way to the floor. Inhale, come all the way up. Release the arms, release the legs. Send both arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Next breath in, come all the way up to stand. And then release your arms all the way down alongside your body. Let's go to the next side. Inhale, send your left leg up and across your right. Cross the legs. Really feel the rootedness feeling in between your knees, in between your legs. Open your arms, open your wings. And this time give yourself a hug, but with your right arm on top. Choose whatever position of your arms you wish. But either way, take your elbows really up high at the best of your capacity. Big inhalation here. And exhale, maybe elbow makes contact with your knee. Inhale, come all the way up and then release the legs, release the arms. Both arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then start bending your knees a lot. Really plant both of your hands. Allow your heels to come out of the floor. And then switch your hands all the way back behind you. And all of that just so we can come all the way down onto our backs. Lower all the way down. Please bring one of your blocks with you if you have it. And in here, we're gonna send both of our legs up to the sky. If you do not have the block, you can just go ahead for it. Really feel your sacrum grounding down as you allow your legs to rise really up to the sky. If you do wanna use your block in here, I'm going to tell you to please bend your knees, plant the soles of your feet on the floor. And then inhale, send your hips up just enough so you can place the block in any height that you want right under your sacrum. I have mine on the same setting that we used in the beginning, just in the middle way. So plant it there. Really make sure that, you know, it's not on your low back because that's going to hurt a lot. So find that space. It's just a little bit above your tailbone. And then gently start bringing both of your knees into the chest as you release the feet out of the floor. And then shoot the legs all the way up. Your arms can be really long aside of your body. Take deep, long breaths in here. Notice if you're tucking your chin into your chest too much, find a little bit more space in there. Maybe you can find some gentle movements with your feet. And then we're going to gently start bending the knees. If you do have the block behind you, get out of this pose exactly as you came in. So plant the soles of the feet, press your hips up, remove the block. And then bring both of your knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. Roll side to side. And then release your arms and your legs really long for final relaxation, Savasana. Allow yourself to feel your whole body being pressed down into the floor by gravity. And remember, as always when we root, we also rise. So as we are rooting our whole back in here, we're also rising through the extension of our body. So see if you can feel yourself like growing long, gaining more and more space in between your feet and the crown of your head. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths, just so we can integrate the whole practice. And maybe remember, as longer, as stronger it is the roots of a tree, the longer and stronger it is the tree itself. Maybe allow ourselves to root into the things that are important to us, that are meaningful, that makes us feel alive, strong, connected. So then we can strongly, with more purpose, really reach towards the things we want to achieve with our lives. Please enjoy one more big breath in here. Gently sigh it out through your mouth. And then bring your awareness back into your physical body. Roll to either side and press yourself up to come up into a comfortable seat. Once we get there, we're going to bring both of our palms connected in front of the heart. Take a big inhalation here. Feel your sitting bones grounding down into the earth. And exhale as you feel yourself gaining more length. Gentle bow towards your hands. Thank yourself for taking the time to practice today. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're feeling good, and I'll see you next class. Bye.